Tyler Perry has vowed to go to war, with the record industry. And baby, we love to see it. Y'all, Tyler Perry did something that was so beautiful. He did not know Angie Stone really personal, but he still stepped up, paid for her funeral, arranged it, didn't ask for any special accolades, and he stood up and gave a speech at her funeral with a lot of her family and friends. Oddly enough, the little grifter that posted, yes, I'm going to take it there. The little grifter that posted their text messages but transcribed it, couldn't even do screenshots. Al B. Shore, who is always moving to another grift, right? Never trust a deadbeat dad. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not talking about Quincy either. Al B. Shore wasn't invited to speak. Was he? Was he there? If he was, I stand corrected. Tyler Perry came out with an emotional speech, but people are saying that he has declared that he is going to declare war on the record labels and promoters to guarantee that Angie Stone, even in her passing, finally gets justice, finally gets her payment, and finally gets what's due. And he also talked about the way in the record industry, they prey on songwriters. They pay on the talent. Hear me out when I say this, okay? Because Tiffany Red is going through something with this right now with Chloe Bailey and Beyonce's Parkwood Entertainment and Columbia Records. Listen, Chloe made a bunch of songs, her album, her biggest things. She don't want to pay the songwriters. She doesn't want to pay anybody. She doesn't think she deserves to. Parkwood doesn't want to pay. They actually tried to illegal copyright it. Columbia doesn't want to pay. Why? Because I imagine, and it's sad that they wouldn't, especially to a Black songwriter, because at the end of the day, I imagine it is a system. When we talk about equality, when we talk about respect, you realize most songwriters are Black, most producers are Black. Baby, it's been going on since rock and roll. And again, it's all races that are being affected because they don't want to pay songwriters. They don't want to pay producers. They don't want to pay anybody that isn't. They barely want to pay the front-facing artists, okay? The record industry is one of the biggest cons, and one of the reasons Diddy was able to be so successful is because he capitalized on that con very early, and we saw the way that evil led to more. Well, guess what? Tyler Perry said, oh, no, not on my watch. He gave an emotional, right? An emotional tribute to Angie Stone, okay? They're saying the 55-year-old actor and filmmaker opened his remarks by quoting the song singer's record, No More Rain in This Cloud. He said, in time, it gets a little better, to extend his well wishes to her family and recall the time when she requested he come on stage for Brother at one of her shows. The climax of his eulogy, though, was when he called out promoters and record labels for not properly compensating her, saying, women like Angie Stone in this business all these years, you're going to forget about what she did. All the people that she put on and helped, see you got to go through something like that to write a song like $20. Actually, let's listen to what Tyler actually had to say. Hold on. He like,
oh, come on, you could do better than that. Come on.
okay, let's get to the short version. No offense, but it's too sad to sit through her whole funeral. We don't want to disrespect it. Listen to what Tyler Perry said.
Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm angry at the way she was treated. I did not know all the things that she was going through. Recently, I found out because I'm not on Instagram. I'm not being hooked and manipulated by an algorithm telling me what to think.
I mean, listen, and I know I always drag Tyler Perry's movies and films, but once you accept them for what they are, they're actually really, really amusing. I see why my parents love them so much. But also, he has some points. He's not online being manipulated on Instagram, telling you what to think and what to feel. And if you don't think that Instagram actually puts that special mind control in the sauce, you need to read some of these studies from universities.
And how to feel so I don't see everything. But to think that this woman was in the business for all of these years, and there's a difference between performing because you want to and performing because you have to.
Yeah.
All of those years, all of those songs, all of that money that was owed to her.
All of it.
Where is it? It's wrong. It is wrong. And I'm tired of seeing us struggle and go through things and work hard and not reap the benefits of what we were supposed to.
Yes.
But you got to be careful when you start mistreating people, especially children of God, because the Bible says,
I don't know about that one.
touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm.
Okay, so when I said I don't know about that one, baby, evil is up by 10,000. We're going to have to start taking to the streets. I know God said to pray on it, and I did. And after 40 days and 40 nights, I opened up my eyes and said, somebody need to get that blicky and get sticky with it. But again, I'm sick of the slow singing and foul bringing. We actually need men and women of action to show us they bad about it, baby. I will televise it. But we all play our part, right? But anyway, he said all those years, all that songs, apparently her family has shared with him the way that she was defrauded for years with the record company. That's why when you see people like Tiffany Red, the 100%ers going up against Chloe and Parkwood, I get Beyonce's your fave. I get Chloe is a beautiful, sweet, talented girl. I get the fact that Haley, her sister, and you want to be, I get it. But at the end of the day, they are part of a system and they are perpetuating the system. And when people fight for songwriters to be paid, they're not just hating. They're not just this and that. Your fave is a part of a system that is exploiting. How many people did Angie Stone write for? A lot of your faves. And how many of those people chose to either, if you're the company, not pay her, or even the artist that knows that they're mansions and houses and trips to see their Nigerian boyfriend Burna Boy are paid on those hard work, they turn the other cheek and just keep exploiting too. We have to stop this. However, it is good news that Tyler Perry has, according to people close to Angie Stone's family, he is stepping in. He already paid for the funeral. He arranged everything, and he is going to step in and make sure that her family has the legal counsel. Her family has the financial backing. Her family has that pressure that only a billionaire can bring, right? Her family has that pressure to make sure that they can lean on not just the record company, but the artists and the producers, because the artists are also in charge of paying the songwriter. The artists and producers that took advantage and exploited her beautiful talent and gift for years and years and years, so much so that she was out there working, like Tyler said, not because she wanted to, but because she had to. Y'all listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I do have a question. And again, yes, I'm being messy. How do you think Christian Keys felt about Tyler Perry's eulogy? Or is he still doing the praise dance? Because baby, I think he saw God in his bank account when those zeros hit, you know? Listen. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But let me just say this, right? Angie wasn't, like Tyler Perry said, I'm going to leave you with this. Angie was an example for Black women and girls everywhere. Angie also loved and championed for Black men with her #1 hit entitled Brother. Okay? Angie Stone believed in giving back to the fans and the community with her foundation, Angel Stripes, the Angie Stone Foundation. She lived and died doing what she loved most, which was music. Her love of God and her faith led her to have a deep desire to share her belief in God and bring more people to Christ. Yeah, baby, we need to come definitely to Christ, but I think people also need to remember that even in the Bible, Jesus was kicking over tables when the merchants were mistreating his people. Baby, he turned the other cheek, then flipped that table up and let them know what was really good. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, you guys, condolences to Angie Jones' family. Please make a donation to Angel Stripes, Angie Stone's Foundation. I know I have. Thank God Tyler Perry has taken the family under the wing. And baby, he didn't really know Angie like that. But as soon as he found out what was going on, he 100% got involved. What's Albie Shore doing right now?